Yo, what's up everyone? Today we're taking this and we're making that. Easter cake, baby, my way. Let's go.
I'm hooked.
I'm hooked.
I'm hooked.
First act, done. 2 more acts to go, baby.
Alright, let's get into it. So the cake was the easiest part. I'm not going to show you how to make that today because it came out of a box, and I'll talk more about that later. First, we'll get started on the glaze. I found a pretty simple recipe online, very straightforward. It calls for 4 tablespoons of butter and 2 whole cups of sifted powdered sugar. You can see here that I put the heat on pretty low because I don't want to really cook the butter or heat it up. I'm just putting it on low heat to melt it, and that's it. Keeping the heat on a very, very low temperature. I go ahead and pour in the 2 cups of powdered sugar slowly. As you can see with one hand it's almost impossible, so I put the camera down and went ahead and dumped it all in there. Getting it stirred up here, you're supposed to add 2 to 4 tablespoons of milk / water / almond milk / coconut milk / cream, whatever you want to use as far as a liquid goes. I was using almond milk, so I went little by little, and in between stirring, showing you the progress as I go along. Add about a tablespoon of your liquid at a time, stir, add, stir until you get the right consistency. You want to go a little bit at a time because if you go too much and it's too thin, it's hard to bring it back. So we got what we're looking for there, thumbs up, looks great. We're going to go ahead and glaze the cake now. I'm not looking for an icing here because I'm going to do multiple layers of glaze. So I want it to be kind of thin, just like a cinnamon roll icing or a pound cake icing or something like that. Just a glaze more so than icing, which is what you see here, and that's why I chose this. So this glaze just came out absolutely perfect, exactly what I was looking for. There's a little bit of vanilla in that one, and the plan was to do 2 more layers. 1 of orange and 1 of lemon, so that you had vanilla, orange, and lemon in 3 separate layers. Knowing that if I added orange zest and orange juice to the pre-existing glaze that I had left over, it would be a little bit too thin, so I added 1 more tablespoon of butter and another ½ cup of powdered sugar, which is the same ratio as before. Stir it up, chop up some orange zest, add some orange juice as well, stir again until you get the desired consistency, and you're good to go. Here, as you can see, it was a little bit too thin. I got a little bit more orange juice out of that than I expected, that 1 little quarter that I used. But however, we are using 3 different glazes layered on top of each other, so I'm going to go ahead and go with it and just use it as is. So as you can see here, the first layer has already pretty much hardened up, solidified, crystallized, whatever you want to call it, making it pretty easy to pour on the second layer without messing it up and really mixing the two, so you really get those defined separate layers. The orange glaze turned out pretty well, wasn't too upset with how thin it was, and it worked out better than planned, so we're good to go. Alright, on to the third and final layer, the lemon glaze. So in hindsight, I really wish I just would have separated the original leftover vanilla glaze from the first layer into 2 different parts, added orange into one, lemon to the other, and then used that. Because instead of adding a tablespoon of butter and ½ cup of powdered sugar each time, I just ended up with way too much glaze. So keep that in mind for future reference. But we're good. Alright, now the fun part. I got 2 different types of cotton candy. One was banana split, but I took out the chocolate because it just wasn't very good, and also blue raspberry. Found these awesome strawberry and cream marshmallows that were delicious and go perfectly for what I was looking for. Started with the marshmallows, I cut them in half and placed them all over. Using the 3 different types of cotton candy, these are perfect for color. I've got banana, cherry, and blue raspberry just to fill up the rest of the top and a little bit of the sides, leaving some of the cake exposed. Using a spatula to help me get the cake onto a plate, I took some of the leftover cotton candy and just put it all over the place, because I mean, who doesn't like more cotton candy? Plus the colors just went so well for this Easter cake. Time to cut her open and dig in. If this doesn't satisfy your sweet tooth, I really don't know what will.
Alright, like I said, I wasn't going to leave you without talking about the cake a little bit. The cake honestly was the easiest part. Like I said, I used a box mix, so here you go. This is it. Betty Crocker's Super Moist Party Rainbow Chip Cake Mix. That's it. That's all I used. The cake is still super moist, just like it says. The batter was delicious. Yes. And the cake itself is still really good. So that's all I used. The cake was real simple. Follow the directions, use whatever pan you want, and you're good to go. On to the next stuff. Couldn't let you go without me at least giving you my facial expression or my, critique, if you will. So, fork. First thing I will tell you, when I took this foil off of this thing, because I didn't have a cake topper, and a towel didn't make sense, obviously, so yeah, foil was the best option. The marshmallows are still super soft, not stale at all, the exact same. The cotton candy, however, not so cottony. It's kind of, look what I'm working with here. It's like just crystallized weirdness. It's still tastes like cotton candy. It's just not cotton anymore. It's just straight flavored sugar. But anyway, maybe in hindsight I would put the cotton candy on afterwards or eat it immediately for like a party or birthday or something. You know what I mean? Definitely like for some kid stuff, but it looked really good. Anyway, moving on from the cotton candy, we're going to try marshmallow because they're still really soft. Yeah. Oh, those are actually amazing. The marshmallows themselves were strawberry and cream, delicious out of the bag, right? But then you have this vanilla and lemon and orange glaze underneath it, and they're still soft. Holy crap, those are amazing. Might be the best part of the cake, to be quite honest. But so that turned out better than I thought. Now let's look at the cake itself. A little bit of the glaze. Let's take a bite. Moment of truth. It's gonna be good. Come on. Yes. This will tell you everything you need to know right here. A second bite. Wow. Super delicious, but like I said, if this doesn't satisfy your sweet tooth, I really don't know what will. I'm done with that. Anyways, that's all we got time for today, everybody. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Kitchen Diaries. If you enjoyed everything you saw and you learned a thing or two or whatever, then go ahead and leave me a like. And if you got the time, because I know you do right now, a comment below as well, letting me know what kind of crazy kitchen concoctions you're coming up with this quarantine Easter. And if you want to see more videos from yours truly, then just lightly tap the subscribe button along with the notification bell to get notified every time I go live or upload a new video like this one. As always, everybody, stay safe, be patient, and keep your chin up. We'll see you next time.